Here at the Elements for Life booth with the Health Ranger, Mike Adams. And we're talking about things that really move me at a deep level. It's, I believe, what brings people together and makes projects explode, like not in the artificial sense in the war world, but like a seed exploding forth from the soil to grow and become something really worthwhile. And all of a sudden, it's like all the right people are lining up at all the right times, and we know we are all on the same team to create something. And it was, I'd like to share this story some number of years ago, about 5 years ago, that I was injured completely in a ski wreck, totally mangled, thought to be a cripple for the rest of my life. And I started looking for something to take away the pain. To make a long story short, found noble trace elements like gold and platinum were supposed to be in the soil, aren't. And when people in the 1800s cut you open, put the gold coin in, sew you back up, you didn't feel the pain. And their dreams got brighter, more vivid, and they seemed a little bit more connected. Energy seemed to flow mentally and emotionally just a little bit easier. Easier means less resistance, easier means more grace. As above, so below. I discovered for myself when I started putting gold in my body that there's something in nature that far surpasses all the medical scientific knowledge.
Yeah, right on. You know, scientific knowledge is so often dissociated from nature. So much of what happens in medicine today and in technology is to say that mankind is isolated from nature, above nature, actually arrogantly above nature. And I think what we've got to do if we want to live sustainably is we've got to reestablish our humility and say, you know what, we are of this earth. We are creatures made of this stuff. We are what we eat, right? And if we don't respect nature, if we're arrogant, we will destroy ourselves. But if we want to live sustainably, we can do so by embracing nature. Is getting back to the medicine that's in products like this. You know, the real medicine that you can take into your cells and into your spirit and into your energy field, the wisdom in the plants that just moves through you. This is what can awaken us. This is what can give us sustainable life on this planet. This is such an exciting time for all of us. You know, a lot of people are living in fear right now, and there's some freaky things going on. Maybe some stuff that there's a little bit of justified fear, but the overriding emotion right now should be prosperity, opportunity. We can create a better world than the one that we are in right now. And the one that the status quo wants to create, they don't know what they're doing. We can make a much better world.
Awesome. Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I think about, like, when you say getting back to the principles of nature, and I look at the way we build houses, apartments, square streets, square energy grids, all made out of unsustainable materials, and we could be growing houses like crystals. They could rise from the ground, spiral style, with all the chambers of existence for the greatest castles we've ever known. And, you know, our fuel, our economy, everything could be based on free energy. Free energy exchange. And what I love about looking at nature is it teaches us the patterns and the principles that if we do it in our life and in our business, prosperity is the only inevitable result.
Yeah, the only reason we have pain and suffering in this world is because of disconnect with nature and with ourselves. Disconnect with ourselves at a personal level, with society, and with the world. And, you know, part of my mission, I don't know if I've shared this with you, but part of my mission on Natural News is to protect sustainable life. I mean, that's the focus, protecting sustainable life. And I don't mean just human life. I mean all life on this planet, the animal life, the plant life, the microbial life, you know, the ocean, the aquatic ecosystems. If we hope to thrive and even survive in this world, we must do so in a way where we humbly protect all of those life systems that support us. We are part of it. We are not above it. We are not above the laws of nature. We are subject to the laws of nature, and the sooner we figure that out, the sooner we realize it and embrace it, the healthier, wealthier, more abundant, and happier we will be, and the faster we will achieve the spiritual aims that we all attempt to achieve in this lifetime, which is very, very short. That's why I'm very excited about what you guys have put together here, what you're doing here, because it's really the first thing that I've seen that allows people to experience a mindful wealth. They're pursuing mindful wealth attraction and redistribution of that wealth. Because it's not just the way that you attract money and why that must be done with integrity, without deception, with full alignment with natural law, but it's also the way you redistribute money. Everything that you spend is a vote. for the thing you spend it on. If you go out and you buy a Big Mac, you're voting for the destruction of the environment. You're voting for pain and suffering for animals. You're voting for toxic chemicals in our rivers and streams and oceans. You're voting for dead zones. You're voting for death. And why would you want to vote for death when you can vote for life? You can vote for living, and you can vote for sustainable life and for having a healthy future generation just by changing what you buy to eat. It's really that simple.
Thank you. One more thing. I vote for transformation. I live for transformation. My purpose is facilitating transformation in consciousness in all beings, in all places. And that's why I do what I do. That's why all these products, we carry them. Because my original transformation from unrecognition of who I am, Source Soul Center, to recognizing we are all that, came in conjunction with the principles of life and the rare trace elements. These principles allowed a full transformation of my being, and I knew that for me there was nothing more valuable than this transformation. And it occurs on time, everywhere, like a seed blooming in the soil, like a flower bursting into the sunlight for its first glimpse this cycle around. And we're here to facilitate that opening. And these products are products that don't clog us up by violating the principles of life. These products are in harmony with the principles of life. And when we put them in our body, we're voting with ourselves at the vibratory level and with our energy money level for the transformation of the planet, one person at a time, from the inside out, everywhere we go. And we don't even always have to say anything because it shows. You start putting this in your body and your body begins to glow.
Now imagine a world where everybody has this level of conscious awareness. Imagine that world. Because that'll be a transformed world, very different world from the one that we had left behind. But that world can actually be created. In fact, we are creating it. All of us, all of you watching this, we are creating this world together. And in fact, we are the ones who are tasked with it. If we don't do it, nobody else will. The other powers out there don't want to create a world of abundance and awareness and higher spiritual purpose. They want to create a world of constriction and controlled stagnation. I don't want to participate in that world. I want to be in a world of abundance and higher purpose and higher spiritual awareness, and you're already in that world, man. You're already living in that world. That's why it's great to talk to you. But we can create it. We can help teach that to so many other people and just be part of that transformation. And I say so from a very humble point of view, by the way. When I say we, I mean all of you, all of us together. It's not one person. It's not one ego doing it. It's everybody doing this together. That's a really important part of this equation.